Hey guys, my name is Felicia Fallum. I am an artist and traveler, and this video I'm going to do two things with it. One is that it's for a Noonday video, but I'm also going to make a YouTube video just to, because it's all true and it's stuff that I want you guys to know about as I share. So my name is Felicia Fallum. I'm an artist and I love travel and culture and art. Did I say that already? Sorry, I have mama brain and I'm super tired. But I love all those things, and one of the biggest struggles over this past year was my pregnancy. Everything was okay, everything was safe. There weren't any serious complications that we weren't expecting. Many of you know that I have a stomach disorder and I have chronic migraines, and they can be pretty bad. My migraines are up there with some of the worst that you'll find, and then the stomach disorder is, I have a fairly moderate to mild version of it, depending on, mine fluctuates a lot more than some people, so when it's bad, it's worse, but when it's not bad, I'm totally fine. And so those two things made me high risk going into pregnancy. I was in bed for over a month. All I really could eat was Jell-O. I couldn't keep water down, couldn't keep any foods down. And then I was in the ER twice as well early on, and I never really got over the nausea. And actually, a month postpartum, and you can probably still see my tan lines from the bands I wore the whole time. So yeah, super, super sick. And I took them off like 3 nights, and every one of those nights or 3 days through during different trimesters. And every time, even postpartum still, I was up all night just throwing up and nauseous and gagging. So all of that fun stuff. That was my March, April, May, June. And then July, I was better, but still July, August, September, most of summer, I went outside a few times, like going out to the backyard and swinging in the hammock was a big deal. That was a big accomplishment for many, many of those days. So it was a rough pregnancy. I probably won't get pregnant again. We don't really plan to have another biological child. I mean, if it happens, that's great. But knowing that was my first pregnancy, I really did try to enjoy it though. So you probably saw lots of photos online and that type of thing. But yeah, that pregnancy was rough. And then, but one of the other questions I was asked is why did I stay connected with Noonday? And I definitely, I stayed connected with Noonday because I love the community, I love the people. I think so much of what Noonday does lines up so perfectly with so much of what I love and what I'm passionate about. Social change through cultural art. We're taking people groups in some of the most vulnerable communities around the world, using their traditional skills that they've passed on, and they're giving to society out of things they already know, skills they already know. In that sense, the business model is great. They're a B Corp. And so it's representing and cherishing artists and art techniques. And the room that I'm in is all of our international art that we've collected personally. And so that, actually, I'm gonna show you guys just for fun. And the one behind me is a map of pins of people that we've had in our house for international dinners and just friends over the years that we've lived in this house. And it's one night we had people from 18 different countries put their pin in it. So you can see, I love international people and cultures and languages and all of these things. And Noonday, that's who I get to work with and communicate with. And one of the women I've even practiced English with, Anna, who owns one of the shops in Guatemala, I believe. We've even been able to practice on Facebook Messenger English. And I teach English to refugees in our community as well. And so just super, it lines up so amazingly. And then, yeah, the art, social, everything. I think there's also a little bit of a faith-based aspect. It's not in your face at all, but I am a Christian, so I do believe in Jesus, and that's a huge motivation for why I think we should have social change. It's just that we have been called to love the oppressed and the orphans and the widows, and Noonday for sure is a way that I get to interact and really respond to the call of helping orphans and widows. And so it's beautiful. And then the last question I was supposed to answer for the video for Noonday is to summarize why I Noonday. And I Noonday because it is an excellent way for me to be able to share my passions and also respond to the call of helping orphans and widows. And I get to do that through my personal passions of artwork and craft and traditional cultural elements. So I hope that made sense and you guys enjoyed and you learned a little bit more about Noonday and about a way that you can connect with the global community. Noonday is partnered with workshops in some of the most vulnerable communities around the world, so it's it's a beautiful way for you to do good while having beautiful items. They're handmade, unique pieces of jewelry and accessories as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. I'm sure that my baby will be crying soon, so I need to go check on him. Yeah, I will see you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.